Greetings, Commanders! It's Ryant1UM here, and today we are back once again in Stellaris Console Edition, not with the Gorgonite Devourers, but instead with the Screvian Corporate Holdings. That's right, you guys. So, it's the start of a brand new playthrough, and this time I wanted to go with one that was not a genocidal species, that was not a devouring swarm, nothing like that, no machine intelligences, none of that. Instead, we're going with a megacorp, and we're using one of the new origins from Federations, that is Void Dwellers. Now, I've never really played with Void Dwellers all that much, so it's going to be a challenge for me here in the beginning. But our biggest goals for this playthrough are this. The endgame crisis is going to be turned off, because I don't want to fight the endgame crisis, because that's not my goal. My goal in this gameplay is going to be to unite the galaxy under one trade league. So we want to get into a gigantic federation, and we want to get into a federation as soon as possible. That way we can continue to get, more powerful, and have more and more options and more bonuses. That way we can all be a part of the same federation, and the Screvian Corporate Holdings can become one of the most wealthy empires in the galaxy. So definitely a less kind of dangerous one to go for, but I think it'll be still really cool to see how the galaxy happens, and what the generation is in the galaxy. If there's hive minds, if there's going to be devouring swarms, if there's going to be fanatic purifiers. Obviously we're going to have to take those guys out because they can't be inside of our trade league. We all need to be nice with each other. So we're going to be heavily using the federations as well as using the galactic community a lot. We're going to try and get on the Galactic Council, and we are going to try and become the Senate. Now, I know, it's not very, egalitarian of us, but hey, we're a mega corporation. We don't need to follow the rules of an egalitarian or an oligarchy government. So those are our two goals for this playthrough. Become the only seat on the Galactic Council, and unite the galaxy under one Federation flag. So, that's the Screvian Corporate Holdings. So, the Screvian Corporate Holdings they're the space geckos. And the reason I chose that background is because it looks like he's wearing a top hat, and he's adorable. So we have Void Dweller, Charismatic, Fleeting, Thrifty, Slow Breeders, and Communal, because we'll have more room on the habitats. We'll get more out of our trade value, but we are a bit fleeting, and because of the radiation in space, we have Slow Breeders. We are Fanatic Xenophiles as well as Materialists. We are indeed a megacorporation. We are a public relations specialists, and we have private prospectors. Now, you might be thinking, why are you using private prospectors if you are only going to be able to have, the habitats? Well, once we get another species that can live on planets, we'll probably be using them as well. So, finding primitive species early on would be a great thing. Finding an empire that we can get a migration treaty with would also be another great thing, because then we can start spreading to worlds that we might not always be able to do. Other than that, that is the Screvian Corporate Holdings. Let's go ahead and take a look at what we're doing for the galaxy at large. Let's see, where is my... Select the empire. There we go. So, medium, galaxy shape, we're going to go with Spiral 2 stars, 7 AI empires. No AI starts. Fallen empires will do 2. Marauder empires off because I hate it. Tech tradition cost 0.25 because it makes the game faster. Habitable worlds will go with 1.25. Primitive civilizations another 1.25. Crisis strength off. Mid-game start year 23-25 with the end game, not really care. Victory year ensign for no bonuses across anything. Scaling difficulty off. AI aggressiveness normal. Empire placement random. Advanced neighbors off. Hyperlane density, everything else seems to be default. We can turn the Carabineers on this time, and Iron Man mode is on. Let's go. To most, the vacuum of space is a hostile environment to be conquered or overcome. To us, it is home. For thousands of years, our species has resided on 3 space stations, each orbiting a different sun in a trinary star system. Whether they were built by our ancestors or someone else, we do not know. Although our biology would suggest that our species at some point originated on a planet, recorded history makes no mention of it. Some speculate that the shattered planetary remnants found beneath one of our stations is the lost homeworld of our species, but the truth may never be known. It has only been a few centuries since spaceflight allowing travel between our 3 stations was invented, or rediscovered, depending on who you ask. Suspicion and mistrust gradually gave way to trade and mutual cooperation. By the time our first hyperdrive, the three habitats had united under one flag, the Screvian Corporate Holdings. So, where do we begin? We begin on the left-hand side of the galaxy. Nice! I like starting on the outside of the galaxy. Just feels like, you know, there's only three ways to go. Up, right, or down. Instead of starting in the middle, or like right here, where you've got up, down, left, right, you can have people coming from all over the place. That is not what I like. So, the typical kind of beginning to the game, we got to pick our research. Let's go ahead and go with blue lasers. And, this is three really great starts. Off-world trade companies, genome, that would be the growth speed, and then unity. Let's go with growth speed. Wow. Okay, yeah, this is a great start. Let's get carrier operations going. It might be a good idea to go with mining stations, but we're going to get carrier operations up just in case. Because although we're not going to be relatively, like, mean, we're going to seek out allies more than we're going to try and go to war with them. We still don't want to be weak. We want to be strong. We want to have a strong, you know, foundation. And the only way that we're going to be able to do that is by having good bastions. So, full citizenship, let's put on social welfare, because that's great. Academic privilege, we don't really need it. It just increases the happiness of rulers and specialists. But you still get the same unemployment happiness, which we don't want. Social welfare, it's more upkeep for our consumer goods, but at the same time, unemployed pops have no negative, and they produce unity. Then for the default rights, edit default rights, full citizenship, and we want to go ahead and do social welfare as well. People will come to our empire to live a lovely, happy life across the stars and across the planets. Let's go ahead and take a look right here. We are using the, what is this, the molluscoid, or is it the fungoid? I can't remember which ship set we're using. I think it's the fungoid. This looks like a mushroom, I think. I can't remember, but it's a beautiful looking ship, and I love it. Let's go ahead and take this bad boy out of here. Do all of that good stuff, and then what we'll go ahead and do is military fleets, go ahead and downgrade that, go to our shipyard, and start construction on our next science ship. Now, the greatest thing about using the private prospectors is when now our ships only cost energy, as opposed to all of that stuff, because I can guarantee you we're going to be struggling for consumer goods this entire time. Okay, so let's see. Wow, I have not played on Void Dwellers before. It's honestly kind of crazy cool to see just habitats as soon as you start off the game. So let's see, what are our three habitats? We have the Empire one, and this does come with an Arcane Replicator, so it produces consumer goods as well as the alloys. Our first one is a research one, it looks like. Second one looks to be trade and minerals, as well as civilian industries and alloy foundries. And then our final one is energy and more trade, and then food as well, because we can build food stuff on these as well. Okay, so now that that's all good to go, let's grab our science ship, and let's send them out amongst the stars. So first one I'm going to send is out here. And like I said, if we can get, the earlier we can find a species that we can be friends with and we can go ahead and have a migration treaty with, the better. Because once we have the ability to move to planets, then we can go from there. I'm thinking either synthetic ascension, or we'll do the genetic engineering. I think those are the two that make the most sense. Let's start her up. First tradition, I think, is going to be expansion, because I want to be able to expand as quickly as possible. Now, we do need to be careful, because we get a massive negative to our Empire Sprawl and our admin cap, because we are a megacorp. Oh yeah, it's plus 50%. So yeah, we're going to want to be careful, but we're also going to want to spread as fast as possible. That way we can find suitable places to live. And we've got a couple more science ships, or well, I suppose one more science ship. Let's go ahead and grab him. There's an archaeologist. Very, very nice. And then let's send him down. I already sent one down this way, so why don't we send one down this way? And we'll just have him survey all the way down here. There we go. And then, oh god, what the hell just happened? The Throne of God. Oh, it's these freaking fanatics. Okay, well, at least that's a good thing. We have an enemy fleet in our territory, but it's not that big of a deal, because we won't really need to worry about it. Not for a while, at least. The problem is, we do need to get rid of that fleet. Can you guys just come over to my station, please? Because then I won't actually be able to build anything in there.
Lost.
Okay, wonderful. Well, they're about to be a really big issue now. Because now we can't send a construction ship from there, and now we lost all of that. Which means the only system... Oh, God, this is so annoying. I hate this. I hate this event so much. Alright, because it wastes resources. Okay, screw it. Just upgrade the ships, get it done, get this fleet out of here. We don't need to do the event, we just need to kill them. If only they spawned a little bit closer to our station, because the station, or the system that we have is giant. If only they had spawned a little bit closer to our actual station, we would have been okay, and we wouldn't have had to worry about that. Now this is an interesting idea. Voidborn. Habitat habitability plus 20%. Habitats owned by our empire have 2 additional building slots. Our upgraded habitats can support advanced housing buildings. Research option gained. Habitat expansion, but we already have that. That's what this tech is. But my question is, what's the habitability on this? 100%. Yeah, because we have habitat habitability. So no, that would be a wasted ascension perk to pick that. So what I'm thinking is either technological ascendancy, interstellar dominion, or one vision. Those are always the top 3 in my head. This would be great because more unity, because unity is good. Less amenities usage, which means less commercial districts, which is nice. But then again, we're going to be using trade values, so we'll always have amenities on our planets. Interstellar Dominion would be great. Fuck it, Interstellar Dominion. I know it's kind of a waste to take Interstellar Dominion because you can just deal with the consequences of it being expensive to expand. But at the same time, kind of want it, you know? It being a bit cheaper is kind of nice. Okay, is my fleet ready to go? Are they done? No. Okay, so they'll be done here soon. Next, we're going to go down diplomacy, because we want to be able to get into a federation as soon as possible. Not to mention, it's good for trade value. And let's see, more output from our 0G mining refineries. Now, another thing that we could do to offput, or offset the loss of consumer goods is change our trade policy to consumer benefits. That would give us half the energy and then 25 of the 0.25 of the consumer goods. However, our main income right now is from trade. That would cut it in half. It might be worth it though, because then we could expand quicker, and we could have more. We could have more consumer goods going, and we wouldn't have to worry about buying the consumer goods. Although it's not really that big of a deal because we're already making a crap ton of energy a month, so we can just continue to buy the consumer goods and fix them as time goes on. So yeah, that's what we'll do. So new colony ships and stuff, because I'm banking on finding an empire here very soon. Oh my god, that's a size 25 continental world. Now, yes, we can live on planets, but the problem is we get massive negatives if we don't live on a planet, and you actually have a whole brand new subspecies that's created that has the like the instability on it. So, for instance, if we take a look at our species, we have Void Dweller. So this is a negative 10% to our growth speed, but a specialist resource output plus 15% and a worker pop resource output plus 15%. If I'm not mistaken, that changes to a negative 15% on both the specialist pops and the worker pops if you live on a planet. So, not the best thing, not the worst thing. It is technically, you know, you can get around it. But we need to find a species first that can actually allow us to live there. Okay, cool. Let's send the fleet in. Take these bad boys out.
Hostile fleet engaged.
Get them taken out. It's a pretty evenly matched situation right now. They're just doing the rodeo. They're doing a little bit of ballet right there. We're not going to worry about that event right there because we don't really care. Because we're not spiritualists. How there's some random ass spiritualists in my empire, I've got no damn idea.
System survey complete.
Alright, and then Federation, a boom bam. Now we've got 6 total envoys that we can have. We can really begin to really make some good allies. We could even make allies with xenophobes if we wanted to. Not that we want to, but you know. Alright, now we can go ahead and make another construction ship. There we go. And we'll just leave our fleet there, and if we can get into a defensive pact with somebody, we can pretty much just be protected by them, and that's kind of what we want for now. At the beginning, at least. Alright, but nice. This arm ends right there. That's really good.
System survey complete.
I do like to see, you know, nothing branching off of there, because that's a nice little choke point there. Or a nice little ending point, I should say.
Anomaly found.
So once cloning is done, we will have boosted our growth speed by an additional 30%. So that will cut off all of the negatives that we normally had with the Void Dwellers and the Slow Breeders. I actually forgot that Void Dweller gives you a negative 10% to your growth speed, so we're really going with that radiation kills growth speed for thing. Is this? Having decrypted the signal, Rekaxir was astonished to discover it was broadcasting in an archaic form of one of the main Screvian languages, speaking in these, thous, and whenceforths. It appears to be reciting one of the lost works of Zidloxi, a renowned Screvian playwright who lived some 600 years ago. What is this? Gift from the mysterious benefactor modifier, giving plus 100% xenophile ethics attraction, plus 10% happiness. I'll take the Unity. Hell yeah, that's just free Unity. Yeah, now we're 1 month away from picking our next tradition. And what we'll go ahead and do is we'll go for more trade value, give us that extra 10%. We are swimming in trade right now. It's awesome. Look at that, plus 83. In the first 7 freaking years of the game. I love habitats, dude. They're so nice. Alright, so we got a bunch of systems down here to go ahead and continue on. We're going to start snaking a little bit ever since cohesion got taken out of the game, thank God. You can kind of snake towards your, I almost said snake towards your snake points. Snake towards your choke points. We need to go ahead and unlock that. And then, honestly, if we can grab that system, that would be amazing if we can kind of survey all the way down there. And we'll just kind of come down the outside right here. Just kind of give the galaxy a nice little half hug, you know? We're going to want some more minerals from this station right here. Give me the influence because I need it. And then this one right here is going to be an issue because we don't have any more districts. So we're going to be resettling people most likely. We do actually need to make sure that we've got, let's see, indiscriminate or orbital bombardment. Let's change that to selective, since we're not really going to be super dangerous. Resettlement allowed, first contact, initial border open, robotic workers allowed, refugees welcome, population controls, slavery purge. Okay, so yeah, I think once we get to the point where we have to move people, we can choose whether or not we can resettle them or not. Alright, we'll just keep snaking towards there. You come down there, research that bad boy. And then we'll go ahead and start coming this way. There we go. And there we go. So I'm trying to decide what I want to do here, because we have 2 food stations, one on the capital and one in the factory station. If we make another food thing here, we can demolish the food thing here and put a research lab and or something else there. So I think that's what we're actually going to go ahead and do. We're going to go ahead and build, or actually, why don't we do this? Food processing plant right there. And then from there, what we'll do is we'll demolish the food income on the capital. Because the capital I kind of want for like research, because that's kind of our main research habitat at the moment. And I think we could get some really nice bonuses. Not to mention, once we start assisting research with a science ship, we should honestly be okay. So let's see, I'll wait to start building everything up here. Just want to get to the choke points. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and replace this food with the research lab. And hello, what do we have here? Possibly our first empire? Yes, indeedums. Okay, good. I'm glad we started expanding down to here. So, we need to go ahead and see who that is, because we want to make friends as soon as possible. Alright, this is a science ship. They are molluscoid, I want to say. So maybe we'll meet some friendly... oh, hello!
Construction complete.
Okay. So it looks like our choke point's actually going to be right there. In fact, you go right there right now. Right now. Stop what you're doing. Go there and build that. I need one influence. Give me the one influence, please. Thank you. Okay, cool. They're still surveying this system, so we'll be able to have a direct border with them, and we can cut them off from expanding down this way. Nice! I can take it. I can dig it. Alright, we got our factions. Hopefully that will begin to give us some more influence every month. What are we making now?
Anomaly found.
Yes, +4. Nice. I'll take it. Energy is looking mwah! It's looking mighty fine.
Construction complete.
And there we go. So now inside of this system, what we'll go ahead and do is, when I can afford it, upgrade that, and we'll already have ourselves a bastion. This is their capital, if I'm not mistaken. Glumplog. Tell me your capital's name sucks without telling me your capital's name sucks. Okay, so not the friendliest people, but they're not fanatic in any of them. Xenophobic, spiritualistic militarists. We wish for nothing but to be friends. Okay. Nice. Oh no, their capital's right there. Okay, they just happen to have a bastion right there. So, let's see. They're at a negative 154 because we're infidel unbelievers, materialists, and they're xenophobic, and we have border friction. So yeah, not the best start, but nothing a few of these bad boys can't change that. And hey, since we are a lovely people, do you guys like money? Because I have a strange, sneaking suspicion that you guys actually like money. So here, take some, as a sign of good faith. Take our money and let our envoys in. Okay, well, that's fine. You had to close your borders to me. I understand why you did it. I wish you didn't do it, but I understand why you did it. So we'll give you free money. You're gonna be mean to us for a little bit, but you know what? That's okay, because we can take it on the chin. Let's build ourselves another one of these research districts. Our consumer goods are going to literally go into the tank here very soon, but you know what? That is a-okay. We need to make sure that they don't start colonizing any of these places through here.
Research complete.
So they are indeed overwhelming, but over time, we should honestly... Yep, and hey, look at that! They're so friendly with us now, they opened their borders. And look at that. That feels good, doesn't it? So their tech is inferior to me, which is wonderful. With any luck, we'll be able to form a commercial pact with them here very soon. Then we'll actually be able to start opening up branch offices on their planets and making all sorts of monies.
System survey complete.
And that's what I like. Money. You will one day fly the banner of the Screvian Federation, the Screvian corporate holdings. What worlds do they live on? My question is...
Construction complete.
Tropical. Okay, perfect. I like it.
Construction complete.
Alright, let's throw in a couple hangar bays
System
and crew
survey
quarters.
complete.
That way, if they get any funny ideas, they can't come after us, because they're assholes. I mean, they're our friends. That's what I said. Not assholes. They're our friends. Okay, we just need some more alloys. There we go. And build that there. Yeah, we just want to make sure that they can't come down here. I mean, granted, if they have a bunch of influence and a bunch of alloys, they can absolutely make the jump and come over here, but I don't think they will, honestly. And then what do we have here? This science ship is halted because it got stuck in their space. Alright, let's have you come down this way. We'll have them come down this arm right here. And then in Citrinus up here, let's have you come around here. And we'll swap their positions. There we go. Perfect. Okay, we have yet another encounter, and this is with another empire. Okay. They're to our south, So this might halt our expansion to the south. If we can get to Habrak, that's great. If not, I want to at least get to the black hole.
Has established
Uh-oh,
communications.
more spiritualists. This time, much worse. Okay, so fanatic spiritualistic militarists. Not what you want to see. When you're fanatic materialists. Okay. Would you like to be friends? Here, have some envoys. Have some envoys. You guys just stay down there. We'll have plenty of time to get this black hole. Meanwhile, these guys are actually warming up to us. They're wary at the moment. Once that changes, I think honestly we'll be just fine. I really do. I think we'll be just fine. Now, I was having a little bit of a sneaky thought, and it was, what if we changed our war stance to liberation wars, liberated them of their ideals that they need to be militaristic and spiritualistic, and then they became a mega corporation? That would be kind of funny, honestly. That would actually be really funny. But then again, that's me thinking like a conqueror, not a trader nor a merchant. It's me thinking, how best can I change their minds to suit what I need? That's kind of what that thought process is. Alright, so we're going to continue expanding towards the singularity. And if we can get, I think we'll probably be able to get to Habrak, but if not, we'll just get that. And then we'll stop our expansion to the south, and we'll let them have everything else. That's totally fine with me, because I can still start going north.
Anomaly found. Incoming transmission.
That's what we want to see. Look at this. Let's see. Hang on. Let's grab that right there. Let's grab our last one there. And let's go ahead and grab what we're going to do in here. Enigmatic engineering, no. Technological ascendancy, no. Mastery of nature, okay, we'll just leave this one here for now. But hey, would you look at this? They want a non-aggression pact. Yes, please. What else would you be open to? A commercial pact? Is that so?
Incoming transmission.
Yeah, why don't we go ahead and do that? Perfect. Oh, am I out of... oh, oops.
Incoming transmission.
Okay, so they demanded vassalization, but now they can go to war with me to vassalize me.
Incoming transmission.
Tell you what, if they do go to war with me, this is going to be the shortest playthrough ever. No research agreement at the moment, because I can't really pay for it.
Research complete.
But hey, they guarantee my independence. Wonderful. That means they're not going to go to war with me. To vassalize me. That's great. I think. Is that what that means? Yes. Wonderful. That means they're not going to go to war with me. That's perfect. Let's go 0G Labs right there. And hey, that's perfect. We help them, they help us. Let's grab ourselves another one of these hydroponic farms. And let's throw on another one of those as well. Alright, things are going well. Things are going really, really well, honestly. We're doing good on the influence side. We're doing good on the economy side. I'm building up a commercial zone on this planet right here, as well as the civilian industries right here. So we're getting there. We're gonna need to bite the bullet and go for this eventually. So thankfully it's not going to cost as much, but we're still going to be tied up with that research for quite a while. Because we're going to be using a lot of habitats, we don't necessarily need to be a super wide empire, because we'll still be able to have like everything that we want, but we can be a relatively small empire.
Research complete.
Because we want to branch out, no pun intended, through branch offices as well as
Research
okay,
complete.
Thanks. As well as what am I trying to say? Through the Federation. We're going to be protected through the Federation, as well as we'll be branching out and everything like that.
Construction complete.
Okay, so they're actively harming relations with us. We will make you like us. We will.
Anomaly found.
You will love us. You will let us into your hearts.
Transmission.
And there we go. Migration Treaty is on. Destroyers, thank you. Ancient Life Pod. Now, can this planet support them? Their, wait, did it not go through yet? Migration Treaty, Research Agreement. How much to get you into a federation? I'm just curious. I want to try something. Favors. Let's go ahead and... okay, there we go. Let's go ahead and do this. And let's just drain some stuff out of our banks. Let's give them all our food. And then let's give them like a couple thousand energy. Yeah, no, this will definitely work. All right, let me just let me get this number so that it doesn't bankrupt us. You know, I would rather keep as much money as I could than fill their coffers with all of my stuff. If we can get away with like less than 1,000, that'd be great. We're almost there. Almost there. Almost there. Almost there. Perfect. 983. Give us those 10, please. And now can we... Not yet. Okay, so we just need to wait a little bit longer. We can get a defensive pact, but we're going to get a federation first. Alright, we're going to bite the bullet, and we're going to take 32 months without engineering research. We got to get that expansion going. Because then I'm going to need to start saving up some alloys to get our next expansion. It's going to be expensive, but it'll be worth it, because then we'll be able to expand a hell of a lot more. Now, my question is, why can't I colonize this planet with those peeps, with the people that we have the migration treaty with? It went through, I know it did. Form Federation, we should be close for the Federation. What do we need it to be at? Oh my god, we need it to drop by 6 points, that's it? Oh, please, I need you. Maybe if we form a research agreement with them, they'll now want to be better friends with us. Let's form... How many would this take? It would only take 1 favor. Defensive pact with them. That way it all increases our... This should increase all of our stuff, and it should get us closer to forming an actual federation. Alright, next one we're gonna go down is Discovery. No, let's go down Prosperity. In the pursuit of more money.
System survey complete.
Oh, I just actually realized something. Now that we cut them off at Habrak, we can actually get all this stuff down here too. Cool. Okay, yeah, we can send the one that's going to be assisting research. We'll send him down here and finish off this research, because this is just a pocket. This is just a little interstellar pocket right here, and I like that. I like little pockets. They're nice. Oh, we're so close, guys. We're so close! Oh my god, come on! Okay, let's see. We need at least 10 favors, because any less than that, and I'm uncomfortable. Okay, can I please go down there, please, and get the... Thank you. Resources. Let's give them some minerals this time. Here we go. It's not going to bankrupt us. No worries. There we go. Alright, back up to 10 of the favors.
Complete.
We're very close now. Very, very close. And we're continuing our expansion towards the north. Our empire looks a bit weird. It looks like Italy, kind of. We are the space Italians. Ooh, but I tell you what, we need a bastion on this southern border.
Anomaly found.
I thought that said we found the boba system. I was like, oh, great, Star Wars. Yeah, we need a bastion on that southern border right there. Let's unlock plasma throwers. Can we form a federation yet? We're almost there. It's going to happen, I guarantee it. It's going to happen. Oh, cool, the Artisans, wonderful. Let's go ahead and actually get a deal with them going. We wish to become your patron. Yes, please, 1,000 energy. Let's go ahead and commission an art piece. Let's grab some more of these. And I'm only going to grab 3 because we only have 3 worlds. There we go. At least I think I only grabbed 3. Exhibit art monument. And exhibit art monument. That gives more amenities, which is perfect. And it's basically for free. I mean, we paid 600 energy for it, but we pay no upkeep for it. So the way I see it is it's free amenities. Look at that. Oh, I love it. Thank you, Artisans. And hey, they're going to be in our space. So we got some bad boys right here. 5k fleet. That's probably a void sphere or whatever it's called. So here's an interesting thought.
Complete.
I wonder, if we go the route of terraforming, would we be able to terraform worlds into Gaia worlds and then live on them? Because Gaia worlds have a 100% habitability for everybody. But I wonder if the exclusion, or the exemption to that rule would be void dwellers. I don't know. We'll have to figure that out. Also, what happened to our food? Okay, the farmers, they shifted jobs. That's totally fine. Aha! Here we go! Trade League. Get it, get it, get it, get it, get it. Yes! Accept. Give it to me.
Federation formed.
Let history record that on this day, the governments of the Screvian Corporate Holdings and the Kithri Nation signed a treaty of federation. As founding members of the Stellar Trading Sphere, super cool name, the STS, they will now face the future as firm allies. This new trade league will no doubt bring about economic prosperity for all of its members. A new era of interstellar commerce has begun. Cool, dude! Yes! Alright. So, we got ourselves a federation, the Stellar Trading Sphere. Now, yes, we do have quite bad diverging ethics, but we've got tons of freaking envoys to throw at this damn thing. That we're not even going to continue improving our relations with these bad boys. We're going to send all 6 of those bad boys there. So now we have a plus 3.7, and then we'll be good to go. So let's see. Perk 1, this federation has a clear focus on free markets and economy growth. Grants access to the Trade League trade policy, which combines the bonuses of the consumer benefits and marketplace of ideas. Now let's see, how is our economy going to do now? A boom bam. Alright, so what it did is it cut our energy in half, basically, but it's also giving us unity and consumer goods. We can technically go back and change that, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, we can go back to wealth creation, but I've got half a mind to keep it on the Trade League, because it's a very, very powerful bonus. Being able to have that is pretty dang nice. So really now all we got to worry about is increasing our trade value through trading with our allies, and how much is it going to cost to install our first corporate branch office. I need 13 more influence and 1,000 energy, and we can get ourselves our first branch office on their capital.
Anomaly found.
But hey, now we don't need to really worry too much about having a fleet. And we got an extra 100 influence and the positive modifier for giving them back their stuff, which is really, really great. I'm really happy with this, honestly. The beginning of this could not have gone better. The only thing that could have been better is if we found somebody who was actually a bit friendlier than these guys. But you know what? That's fine. The Stellar Trading Sphere, and hey, look at that. Free pirate money. I'll take it. So I think with that, we'll go ahead and end off today's first episode of the Screvian Corporate Holdings. It's going to take me a second to remember its name every now and again. We'll end off the first episode of the Screvian Corporate Holdings right here. A great start for the Space Geckos. I'm very excited to see where this playthrough goes, and soon the galaxy will one day be all of the green border and the red interior. I think that'll look really, really cool. So, guys, hopefully you enjoyed today's new episode. Hopefully you're looking forward to the exploits and the economic booms that are coming with the corporate holdings. But until next time, this is Commander RYANT1UM, signing off.